About a year ago, I talked about a problem with the Mobirates coming out and any future releases from Bandai, etc, and it just proves that I was completely right on how releasing a new set of keys with an updated Mobirate is just one of the worst things you can think of, because they can keep doing this. And the main problem, in case you didn't see that video, was that all they had to do was just update it with a USB key or something that would actually have that would literally just have the problem fixed, that you didn't need to keep buying like the Mobirates over and over and over again, which is really frustrating. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So over on Range Board, they say Boon Boon or Boon Boom Changer Memorial Edition, which literally at this point we know it's happening. Like there's no we don't need it to be like, oh no, will it come out years later? As soon as the series finishes, we know that there's one coming out. So effectively, just don't buy the DX toy and just buy the Memorial. So this includes new paint, new parts, and lights to match the show. A 130% larger strap lines from 6 Rangers and Bundara or whatever, 3 BGMs, and a new Boon Boom trailer. 13,200 yen, August 2025. We're going to look at Range Board in a bit, but looking at the kind of like the picture wise, so I kind of really like the poster, and it's like the Memorial Edition, so this would be kind of cool to pick up if you just go onto the series and you think, okay, I want to get the Morpher, just wait for this one. So looks really nice. I generally think that this looks pretty cool, don't get me wrong, I kind of like it. And then again, we got the car that comes with it, which I'm guessing came with a Morpher. And obviously the strap, that's fantastic. But this is my main problem right here. And it's the Mobirates Best Selection, a re-release of the 2021 Mobirates updated with Boon Bunja sounds and used with their new keys. It includes one Gokai Red key, 8,800 yen, June 2025. So we can see the high res, which is absolutely fine, looks pretty decent. Again, the same thing that we got previously. And again previously, so this is the actual thing. It's the exact same one, but you can also get the Ranger Key Memorial Boon Boom Selection. Includes Ranger keys of the Bun Bun gear team. They open via hidden button, which is pretty much like all the other keys, and it's like that selection there. Absolutely fine. I generally think you should have got their powered up keys as well. But I generally think that these look really, really nice. They are pretty much exactly the same, so there's no point in changing it. Like the mouth part, you've got, these parts, the head's pretty simple. They all look identical, apart from like black, where he has like the gold around the trim, which is pretty cool. I think it looks awesome. Orange, and then obviously the purple one is completely different too. So if you just want the keys, that's absolutely fine. 4,400 yen, absolutely perfect for what it is. My main issue is this one here, and it's the Mobirates Memorial Best Selection and Boon Boon set. It includes the 2021 Mobirates ME updated with the Boon Boom gear sound, 6 keys, and 1 Gokai Red key. I think this looks, I like the artwork. I think this looks really, really cool. And again, you've got the keys as we just looked at. Again, really, really nice. And you get the Gokai Red key. And that's literally how it goes in. So you can see even the back of the sticker. All of this looks really, really cool. So over here on Range Board, you can pretty much get this, and there'll be links in the description on when you get it. Toku Collectibles, even though this video is not sponsored by them, but if you want to go to Toku Collectibles or anywhere, you can do. Links in the description. Again, video is not sponsored. So basically, you have the information. If you want the Memorial one, it's 13,200 yen with tax. Pre-orders open 19th, so up to today, and you have up to February until next year, in 2025, to actually pre-order this, and then you get it in August, and it tells you what you get. You get the Boon Boom Changer Memorial main unit, the trailer, the brace, and the adult wrist strap. So again, makes things a lot easier. So what is kind of included in this, because obviously they didn't post anything, so let's have a look. Can you? Okay, so we have to go one by one, but it's really, really nice there. Again, normally with all Memorial stuff, it comes with lines that will interact, where you just push it and it'll do things. I think that is actually really cool. It's one thing that I generally would have liked Hasbro to release. And it says like, you know, this is 130%. So the morph is probably exactly the same as what you've got, but it's just the strap is just there. So you're pretty much paying for an extended strap. We'll go back. So it shows you the parts like design. So they're taking out the screw holes, which I think is always a good thing. You know, and then you get the trailer, which obviously puts in and you can twist and it will unlock more sounds. I generally think it's cool. I've not actually seen Boom Bunja properly. So can we zoom in on this one? Oh, damn, look at this. Like high res. Thanks Ranger Board. So I'm guessing that when you add all of these cars, you get extra sound. So it's another thing to add in, or it plays the sounds already. So maybe you get something a little bit extra, or maybe the others say it. I think this is pretty cool. We'll look back at Ranger Board to see, but I do generally kind of like this. Oh, and you can put it towards your Megazord. Fantastic. I don't know what that would be like. And again, we can now see here some really nice, like detailed, like it does look really, really nice. It's not something that I probably want to buy, but I'll probably change my mind when I watch Boom Bunja. Still not watched that series yet. I'll watch it for Captain Marvelous. Yeah, so I generally think that these all look really, really nice. Like, again, the trucks, I'm guessing this will probably be updated. Should do. Okay, so basically it says the additional images. So it says, additional info mentioned in the images. The included BGM tracks are the Baku Sentai, Bun Bumja, Jun no Harbi, I can't say, so I'm not going to say it. So you've obviously got conversation. In the new image with the changer split into parts, the parts marked with red are the new modified. New voice lines added when using the Boom Boom cars include Boom Boom car set attack mode. New voice lines added for the Robo combinations Boon Bunja, Robo Police, Boom Bunja, Robo Builder, and Bakaru Gatai, Bun Bum Bunja Robo. I'm guessing that's probably the outro. New Bakarage Driver Boom Boom Finish voice line with the DX Boom Boom Bunja Robo. New Boon Bunja, again, I'm going to stop on this. New voice lines added. It's basically, it's just literally like voice lines, which I think's pretty fine. Okay, so this is the memorial set now we got. So again, this is the best one and the keys. So, you know, you can click there if you want to go look at it. So price is 13,200 yen with tax. Pre-orders open the same thing, 19th of December, which is of the time of recording is today. And then pre-orders close in February 16th. Shipping is in June. Contents is 1 Mobiritz Memorial main unit, 7 Ranger keys, which Gokai Red, Bun Red, Blue, Pink, Black, Orange, and Violet. So again, if you're a Gokaija collector, it's a must-have. I had to spend money on this one. Okay, so before we look at the extra lines, again, I really like this poster. I think that if they released high images, like take these away of like saying, I would actually have this on my wall because I think it looks kind of really awesome. Now we get the keys, which is basically the Mobiritz, Gokai Red, and the rest. It feels kind of weird just having Gokai Red on his own, but I'm guessing like you wouldn't really want to have the rest. So again, like this is probably from the 2021. All of this has been removed to make it look better. I've already done a review. Go check it out. And then we have here the keys itself. Looks perfect. And I'm guessing that, I don't know if it's additional lines. We're going to look in the second range board. So thank you for translating. But majority of all of this is, I don't know if it's going to be brand new lines or if it's just going to be the same lines again. We'll compare them. So Navi probably says something like he has lines. And then obviously what it does, and this is one thing that again irritates me, and I'll kind of talk about it now at the end. I generally think that the Mobiritz should have a USB slot or a key that comes with it that you update. So like, the kind of, I'll put them on screen, but like the anniversary Ranger, have him come with every key that updates. It says 35, 45, 55, 60, you know, have that. I think that would be fine because each key would be different and have a number on the chest. But I do generally think right here, you know, what happens if it gets like 3 seasons ahead? So we've got like the new one, then 2 other seasons, and then Gokai Red turns up and it's like, oh, you got to buy another Mobiritz for it. I generally think just stick in a USB key, you know, or a slot that can go in the back that has all of this, because that is so much cheaper than spending like £100 per time to get like the Mobiritz or the keys for it next time. Like, give me more for it. Don't give me something that I already have. I generally think it's really, really frustrating. Again, the keys look really nice on a white background. It looks absolutely fine. Gokai Red again. It just feels weird. Like, I'd want this updated. Like, what does the key do? More keys. Does that disappear? So, more keys that we see. They look fine, and we've already seen the stuff. Okay, so is there anything else before? Okay, so, all right. Okay, so basically, from the Kazoku Sensei Gokaija, we're releasing the Pirates Memorial Best Selection and Ranger Key set from Boom Bunja. Sets are the same contestants and some specs changes to the Pirates released in 2021. Each of the sets are also available separately. So yeah, if you do want to buy it separately, that's absolutely fine if you just want the keys. But to be fair, when I see this sort of stuff here, I see it as the part of you have to have it, because if you want it to say Don Brothers, if you want it to say King Oja, then this is a thing that you have to have. It is updated, so they trap you in this, and that's irritating as fuck. It's irritating. Like the Pirates Memorial, the body is partly upgraded from the DX version with hinge screws and recreate an appearance closer to what it is in the show. The Ranger keys are painted with Tampu paint to recreate the color scene in the show, and the key parts have been changed from the DX grey to a silver modded color. A less noticeable switch has been added to the wrist area, I don't know what it is, allowing it to be opened with a push. I don't know what that means. It's probably the keys. In addition, the Pirates itself will have a newly recorded Gokai chain sounds, so when linked with the included Boom Bunja keys, you can hear the unique Boom Bunja sound when you Gokai change. It can be also used previously with solid Ranger keys, or sold Ranger keys, including King Oja's sold separately and Don Brothers sold separately, allowing a Gokai change play with all of them. So, scrolling down, I just want to know if there's any, like, this is the one thing I need to know, is like, what other lines? Okay, so initial lines from Captain Marvelous, Joe, and all the others, played by Bam Bam and Navi. It also includes 5 background music tracks from the show. So, are we getting brand new songs? If anyone can let me know, like, I would like to know if we're getting brand new sounds, like they've just brought them into the recording, or they've had them like separate. That's what I kind of want to know. But yeah, it's just. But yeah, it's so freaking annoying. So my main issue with all of this is just, I don't mind having a new Pirates. Effectively, my idea was maybe I should buy multiple Pirates so I could have a team if I wanted to display them in like a case with the Ranger keys next to it. I could do in a thing. Now I could just literally buy more Pirates and have them updated and have an entire thing much later on. I feel that this has to add more to it. Like, why are you rebuying it? Like, having the whole thing of like, oh, Boon Bunja and King Oja and Don Brothers and all that, absolutely it's essential if you're going to keep making these. But I think the problem is, like, if you're going to do this again for whatever the next one is or the one after that, have something that you can update the Pirates with all the time, because that's what I would want, all of it. I don't want to have to keep buying another Pirates that has all the previous sounds and then all of these things. Just give me something that updates it. It makes things a lot easier. And also the price range every single time. Am I going to drop £100 or £200, whatever it is, on this? Or now do I go, well, shit, maybe I'll wait for the next one. I'll buy the keys now and maybe there'll be another one. But this kind of locks you in as well, of saying like, shit, what happens if they don't? And this is the only way to get an updated sound. I know they're not, but you have that kind of like thought right there. So I generally think this is kind of a bad idea. I do kind of think that doing this is one of the worst things, and I talked about this a year ago. I may make a updated video on this one because I do believe that there is a lot, or I've just talked about it in this one, but this is my kind of thoughts on it. But yeah, I generally think that this is kind of a bad idea all the time. But what are your thoughts? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you very much for listening and watching. If you want to help out the channel, like and subscribe. Why not check out the Patreon and the channel memberships? Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。 以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。